For some reason, I enjoy learning. And it's not the traditional book, which I do some book learning, but most of mine is visual. I do some book, um, and I learn by experience. I make a lot of mistakes. But the one mistake that I used to make was wanting to be the smartest guy in the room. And I had to humble myself, because now, if you are the smartest guy in the room or the smartest guy in the car, get out that car, get out that room. Always try to learn something else. That was a really hard lesson to learn. Now, I wasn't a know-it-all, not by any means, but I'm finding that people do not apply themselves or align themselves with people that can help them. Sometimes you're hung up on looking cool. Sometimes you're hung up on how that person looks, instead of seeing what they can teach you. So if there is one piece, especially in the financial sector, I am learning how much I do not know and applying that, and I'm always learning. Like today, for instance, I learned what lenders do to buy raw land. I've told you guys in a couple of the last videos, I'm going to get that land. I'm going to get that land. You better believe me, I'm going to get that land. But I found out which banks, which lenders will loan you money for raw land. What I don't know is there are some different parameters and qualifications for that. So today I found out that piece. The next piece is I research those lenders. And I research realtors, what they specialize in. That will help you. And the reason I do that is reading the books and learning. I used to just take the first person that came along. And now I interview everybody. So I had this landlender on the phone today, and we're talking, and I'm asking him questions. And I told him, I'm interviewing you. Because I don't know what I'm talking about, but how long have you been in this business? Turns out he had been in there 30 years. If I hadn't asked that, I wouldn't know. So don't be afraid to ask a question. It can only make you smart. So there's been other people where I didn't like necessarily the way that they looked or the way they sounded. But I've actually slowed myself down and stopped looking at that outer shell and seeing what they can provide. Now, some people, they just don't have it. They just don't have it. And I'm not going to waste my time with them. I don't go back and forth. Some people can't learn. I'm not saying that they can't. I guess I should rephrase that. I'm not saying that they can't learn. I'm saying that they don't want to learn. Some people are happy being stuck in the same situation that they are in without trying to think of a way to get out or trying to learn some different method to get out. And they will drag you down. You ever heard that term, crab in a bucket? They will drag you down. And this is what I mean. I've been with people that will tell me, oh, well, you can't do that. That, like I told you with my dad with the land stuff. Why can't I? So when you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna try to figure out a way, my best way, to figure out how to do it. If I can't figure out how to do it, or I don't try it, then I'll never learn. I'll never become successful doing that. And I have fallen down and hit my face a bunch of times, but every time I get back up, I learn something, and I learn something more, and it makes me stronger. That's why I'm saying, do not be the smartest person in the car. And do not let someone else's experience be your experience. So what may work for me may not work for you. I've had a lot of people that, oh, you can't do that. Watch me. And I've done it. Oh, you can't make that much money. Watch me. I'm going to make this kind of money. And when you start to think, and you start to think positively, and you start to make stuff happen, and you start to learn, and you're not interested in the party and the mediocre parts of life, and you really want it, you can achieve it. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work. And I have worked hard to get to this spot, and I am trying to get to the next spot, and I'm gonna get to that next spot. What I tell you, I'm gonna get this land. I'm gonna get this land. You watch and see. You watch and see. I'm gonna get this land. So, with that, the research and the hard work and all that stuff will pay off. Don't let someone else, don't live through someone else's experience. Go out and make your own path. And it may not be easy, and you may not make it, because you're trying to go through a door. There might be a window there. Go through that window. That window may lead to even more freedom than what was behind the door. If there's a door that's shut and a window that's shut, there may be an exit behind you. It has more opportunity. But you're going to have to want it. And what I'm finding is, what drives me is, not a lot of people want it. So, if you want it, go for it. I'm going for it. If not, then, hey, you've probably clicked off this video by now. I'll probably pitch you off anyway, and you'll never hear the last part. But that all of the stuff that I'm doing, the debt, the research, the work, the referee, all of this stuff adds one more layer to my resume, adds one more layer to my knowledge. And I'll see you guys at the finish line. With that, I'm about to go learn some more things, like what grip angle I am doing wrong with my firearm, and I'm gonna punch some holes in some paper, because that's therapeutic with me. I hope you guys have a good evening. And Big Uncle, see you in the next one.